2, introduction of market-driven and technology-oriented curriculum designed to enhance employability and entrepreneurship. The new IMT is redefining technical education through its guiding philosophy of one diploma, one skill. This campaign underscores the Institute's commitment to producing graduates who are not only academically qualified, but also practically empowered with at least one market-relevant, hands-on skill before graduation. Every diploma awarded by MT is deliberately matched with a specific employable skill, ranging from technology and creative production to entrepreneurship and applied technical competencies, ensuring that graduates leave the institute ready for the workplace, self-reliant, and globally competitive. One diploma, one skill reflects IMT's shift from certificate-driven education to outcome-driven learning, where knowledge is translated into productivity, innovation, and sustainable livelihoods. Number 3, strengthening of practical-based learning, laboratories, studios, and workshops across our faculties and departments. Number 4, increased emphasis on digital literacy, innovation, and problem-solving skills. With the support of Family Search International, a US-based non-profit, non-governmental organization dedicated to preserving, digitizing, and providing access to historical records worldwide, the Institute of Management and Technology, IMT Enugu, has embarked on a comprehensive digitization of all these academic and administrative records from inception. Family Search works in partnership with governments, archives, libraries, religious institutions, and educational establishments across the globe to safeguard valuable documents and make them accessible for research, education, and administrative purposes. This landmark initiative is designed to preserve the Institute's rich institutional history, enhance data security, and ensure seamless access to records for students, staff, alumni, and other stakeholders. By transitioning from paper-based archives to a secure digital system, IMT is strengthening efficiency, transparency, and continuity in record management, in line with global best practices and its broader vision of a modern, technology-driven institution. In the words of John Dewey, and I quote, "Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself." End of quote. At IMT, education is now firmly rooted in real-life application and societal relevance. Collaboration with industry and strategic partnerships, recognizing that no institution can thrive in isolation, IMT has pursued robust collaborations with industry, professional bodies, and international partners. Today, IMT Enugu has partnership agreements with Uli Furniture, Q Power, Dewdrop Hospitality Academy, AfriHub IMT Tech Academy, Le Look Institute, with the support of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. These collaborations have resulted in the following benefits. Number 1 is expanded students' industrial work experience scheme, sideways placements. Number 2 is industry-led seminars, workshops, and mentorship programs. Number 3 is joint projects that bridge the gap between the classroom and the workplace. Number 4 is that the Institute is proud to announce a landmark academic partnership with Cross River State University to commence a one-year top-up program designed to empower our graduates and other higher national diploma holders to seamlessly upgrade their qualifications. This innovative program provides a credible, accelerated pathway for HND and BSc degrees, enhancing career mobility, professional recognition, and global competitiveness. Through this affiliation, participants will benefit from quality instruction, an enriched curriculum, and the prestige of earning a university degree while building on their existing expertise. The initiative reflects IMT's unwavering commitment to academic excellence, lifelong learning, and creating transformative opportunities for our students and alumni to level up and thrive in today's dynamic workplace. Last, partnerships with creative, technological, and manufacturing sectors, reinforcing IMT's historic strength as a hub for applied learning. IMT, in collaboration with the Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival and NIF, hosted European ambassadors here in our conference center, the first of its kind. These European ambassadors were in Enugu for the Eastern Nigeria Film Festival in 2025. Recently, the Institute and Aeron Technology Limited signed a partnership agreement to build Nigeria's first-class world tech manufacturing plant to produce 30,000 plus luminous solar energy systems, 5,000 plus Aurora drones, and 200 plus QView AI servers, which is projected to generate huge revenue and create up to 20,000 jobs in Enugu State. This partnership will support the production and deployment of 13,000 plus luminous solar energy systems, 5,000 plus Aurora drones, and 200 plus QView AI servers over the next 4 years. This initiative represents one of the most significant technological manufacturing investments in Southeast Nigeria. The founder and CEO of Aeron Technology Limited, Mr. Emmanuel Ezewere, said, and I quote, "The partnership establishes IMT as a hub for technology manufacturing and positions Enugu State at the forefront of Nigeria's industrialization efforts. The facility will leverage existing IMT infrastructure while progressively expanding to include advanced production lines, clean rooms, testing laboratories, and a dedicated training center." End of quote. This partnership will do more than create jobs. It will create job creators. It will train not just students, but future industrialists. As Henry Ford rightly stated, and I quote, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." End of quote. IMT has embraced collaboration as a strategic tool for institutional growth and student success. Collaboration with alumni and media innovation. Within the last 1 year, the Institute has strengthened its relationship with the IMT Alumni Association as a critical stakeholder in institutional development. A notable outcome of this collaboration is the establishment of an online television platform, the IMT Spark Online Television, through the generous support and technical expertise of the alumni body of the Department of Mass Communication. This initiative has significantly enhanced the Institute's capacity for digital broadcasting, academic communication, institutional visibility, and students' practical media training. Beyond infrastructure support, the collaboration reflects a shared commitment to giving back and sustaining IMT's legacy of excellence. As Helen Keller once remarked, and I quote, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." End of quote. This alumni-driven initiative exemplifies how collective responsibility and partnership can translate vision into impactful institutional outcomes. We can't thank enough the president of the Forum of Alumni Association of the Institute, Mazi Dr. Agodi Kano, and the BOT chairman, Mr. Frank Iwogu, for their resilience and dedication in ensuring that the Alumni Association stands firm and strong. Scholarship schemes and employment opportunity have also been offered to our students through their efforts and commitments. Research, innovation, and development. Research and innovation remain at the heart of any institution aspiring for relevance in the 21st century. Within the period under review, IMT has recorded significant progress in research and development, R&D. Notable strides among these include encouragement of staff research output and publications in reputable journals, promotion of applied and solution-driven research addressing local and international challenges, support for innovation hubs, creative enterprises, and student-led research initiatives, strengthening of interdisciplinary research in technology, management, media, and environmental studies. Albert Einstein once remarked, and I quote, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." End of quote. And IMT continues to nurture curiosity, innovation, and intellectual courage among staff and students alike. Internally generated revenue initiatives. Within the last 1 year, the management of the Institute has deliberately strengthened our internally generated revenue initiatives as a strategic response to fiscal constraints and the need for institutional sustainability. Key among these initiatives is the revitalization and expansion of production-based ventures, including the popular IMT bread, a water factory for sachet and bottled water, and a tissue paper production. These ventures are not only revenue yielding, but also serve as practical training platforms, enabling students to acquire hands-on entrepreneurial and industrial skills while contributing to the Institute's financial stability. In addition, the management successfully commercialized previously underutilized institutional assets, notably the 2 water tankers and the 2 institute tractors, which are now deployed for income-generating services to both the Institute and the surrounding community. This approach reflects our firm belief that sustainability in education is achieved not only through funding, but through innovation and prudent resource management. As Peter Drucker aptly stated, and I quote, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." Through these IGR initiatives, IMT is creating a future defined by financial resilience, entrepreneurial culture, and responsible stewardship of public assets. Improved governance, staff welfare, and institutional harmony. In the past 1 year, management has prioritized consultation, transparency, and institutional peace, resulting, number 1, in improved engagement with staff unions, academic leaders, and student representatives. Number 2, more inclusive decision-making processes aimed at rebuilding trust and shared ownership of institutional goals. Number 3, renewed emphasis on discipline, accountability, and service delivery across administrative units. As Aristotle once noted, and I quote, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." End of quote. IMT's progress is anchored on collective responsibility, contributions to education sector reform. IMT has played an active role in advancing education sector reforms, particularly within the polytechnic and technical education subsector. Our contributions include the following: advocacy for the parity of esteem between polytechnic and university graduates, commitment to competency-based education and skills acquisition, alignment with national policies on technical and vocational education and training, TVET, strengthening institutional governance, transparency, and quality assurance mechanisms, as stated by the UNESCO. Technical and vocational education is a powerful engine for inclusive growth and sustainable development. IMT remains firmly positioned as a driver of this national agenda. Now the new IMT initiative. Distinguished guests, one of the most exciting developments in our journey is the launch of the new IMT initiative, a forward-looking vision designed to reposition the Institute for Global Competitiveness. This initiative is anchored on the following. Firstly, digital transformation and smart campus development. Secondly, entrepreneurship, innovation, and startup incubations. Thirdly, strengthening institutional culture, discipline, and academic integrity. Fourthly, student-centered learning and staff capacity development. And fifthly, sustainable infrastructure and environmental responsibility. Despite the prevailing economic challenges, the last 1 year witnessed the following: targeted rehabilitation of classrooms, studios, workshops, and essential facilities to improve the teaching and learning environment, including the recreation of the entire environment through beautification and repainting of buildings within the institute. Improvements in campus orderliness, safety, and learning-friendly spaces reflected a renewed institutional culture. Lastly, strengthening maintenance culture through collaboration between management, staff, and students. These modest but strategic interventions demonstrate our commitment to functional growth rather than cosmetic expansion. This vision reflects our belief that, and I quote, the future belongs to institutions that are bold enough to innovate, flexible enough to adapt, and committed enough to serve society. End of quote. Now, my message to our graduates. Dear graduates, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Your certificates are not just credentials, they are responsibilities to the society. The world you are entering demands integrity, creativity, resilience, and lifelong learning. As Steve Jobs advised, and I quote, stay hungry, stay foolish, end of quote. Dare to dream, dare to innovate, and never stop learning. Remember always that you are the ambassadors of the great Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu. In conclusion, let me express our deep appreciation to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Ndubi Simba, ably represented today by my dear brother, his deputy, Barrister Ifeanyi Osai, for the massive moral and financial support to the Institute. Without their support, it would have been difficult for us to navigate through. We thank also our management, staff, students, parents, alumni, and our numerous partners for their unwavering support. Together, we have demonstrated that institutional excellence is a product of collective effort. As we celebrate today, let us recommit ourselves to building an IMT that future generations will be proud of, an institution defined by excellence, innovation, and service. May I, at this point, thank you all for your attention. And once again, let me say a big congratulations to our graduates. God bless all of you. God bless IMT Enugu. God bless our dear Enugu State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Rector of IMT Enugu, Professor Gozie Sunday Obodo. Thank you for taking your time at that convocation lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will have another music interlude here, this time by Saxophone Harry. But before then, there are one or two recognitions we have to make. We have to welcome Mrs. Nendo Kenwa, Director, Higher Education Ministry of Education. We also welcome Monday Diamond Annie. You're welcome. The Executive Director, CSDA. You're welcome. Saxophone Harry, you have the stage, please. Saxo Harry, well, thank you. A round of applause for him. Chukwumai from Okeonwa, I greet you. And I cite you. May I invite the registrar of the institute.
Rector, sir, I humbly request you to invite the governor of Enugu State and the visitor of the Institute of Management and Technology, His Excellency, Barrister Dr. Peter, to address the convocation.
The rector is approaching the podium in the company of the visitor to the institute, His Excellency the Governor, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Enugu State, Barrister Ifeanyi Osai. Director, sir, do us the honors.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly invite the Governor of Enugu State and the visitor to the Institute of Management and Technology Enugu, Barrister Dr. Peter Ndubisimba, ably represented by his deputy, Barrister Ifeanyi Osai, to address this convocation. Your Excellency, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The Speaker of Enugu State House of Assembly, here represented, the Rector of the Institute of Management and Technology, my good friend, Professor Gozie Obodo, the Registrar of IMT, the members of the House of Assembly here present, the special advisor to the governor, members of the Executive Council here present, the leadership of various tertiary institutions. The protocol, I think, has also been well made. I will not commit the error of not recognizing our traditional institution here. They are ably led by the traditional ruler professor and my own good friend and traditional ruler, Imaugu. The leadership of IMT, the graduating students or those who have graduated, and students who are still learning. I bring to you the warm felicitations of our governor, Dr. Peter Mba, who made every effort to be here, but unable to be here for exigencies of service. I listened very well to the Vice Chancellor, to the Rector, present his address. And in that address, the Rector captured the journey of IMT from the time he assumed office till today. And I can say, without equivocation, that as a government, we are impressed with the strides that IMT has recorded. So on behalf of a very grateful state, Mr. Rector, I want to thank you and your management and the leadership of IMT for your conscious and consistent efforts in quality of teaching and learning. Today is one of those ceremonies and events that those who have successfully been found worthy in character and learning by their institutions celebrate. It's also a day that guardians, parents, friends, those who contributed in no small measure to ensuring that you attain your academic reach also celebrate and feel fulfilled. But more so, it is a day that your visitor that I represent and your guests that I'm one of will have the opportunity to assess if you have only been found worthy in character, in learning, but not in character. And I can say that while you may have been found essentially very worthy in learning, I may have to blow muted trumpet about character. Character about your conduct in today's event. Character about the fact that despite the registrar requesting you to take your seats before your rector gave address, people that are supposed to have been found worthy in character and learning are loitering around while your rector gives you his address. Graduation ceremonies for all of us that went to school are essentially memorable and quasi-solemn events where our character is marketed to visitors and guests. So, Mr. Rector, I think the institution will have to do more to ensure that we produce people who are worthy in character and learning completely. Events and this, I am saying this because the convocation lecturer will soon take his stand, and it will be a waste of his intellectual energy if those of us he is trying to educate, we don't pay attention to his lecture. But that hasn't been said and laid down. May I proceed So thank you for having us. While the rector spoke, a few ideas and thoughts came to mind. If my record is correct, the Institute of Management and Technology was established in 1965. So you're one of the oldest tertiary institutions in Eastern region. And I want to put on record that I have had cause in my working life and career to have professional and business relationship with products of the Institute of Management and Technology. And they were quite on top of all they did, and excellent people. I say this because while the rector spoke, he said what struck me about a partnership between IMT and some institution where you can do an update program. While that is commendable, I want to put on record that every graduate of IMT that I know of that we should produce should be able to compete anywhere in the world with or without any of this program. You have already attained excellence by graduating here with a higher national diploma. And if you remember, and I want to remind you, your school, from the records I have read before today, suggests to have been modeled after the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So you're not created to have a university degree. You're created to lead in technology and management. And that I think you have excelled in no small measure. The leaders across the globe that have created groundbreaking, world-changing tools. The Bill Gates of this world, he left Harvard, he did not graduate. The Mark Zuckerbergs of this world that created Facebook, he left Harvard and he did not graduate. Steve Jobs that developed the Apple, the phone all of us carry and laptops we carry, he left Reed College, he did not graduate. The gentlemen who created WhatsApp that have revolutionized communication, they did not conclude their program. So for you to stay in IMT and graduate, you have essentially achieved monumental success. So while those of you who seek the update program may be encouraged to do so, those who do not seek the update program should rest assured that your training in IMT is enough to make you revolutionize the world. On our part as government, we've continued to support our tertiary institutions, our secondary schools, our education system, because we believe that Enugu is strategically placed to lead the next phase of knowledge-based economy globally. We are investing aggressively, about 30% of our budget in education system, because we want Enugu State in the next 5 years to become that leader in the knowledge-based economy that the world is gravitating towards. You are well aware of our huge investment in our smart green schools. I'm happy that the rector mentioned our support and consistent and tenacious financial energy in ensuring that IMT does not lack all the tools and resources it needs to compete globally. We're also investing resources across all our schools because we believe that an educated Enugu citizen, an educated Enugu population will become that Enugu state that we have all dreamed about. That Enugu state that will create its own economy. That Enugu state that will migrate from dependence to creativity and surplus delivery to the nation. So I want to thank all of you who have found time to come. And I want to congratulate the institution. And I want to urge IMT not to have backlog of graduation again, so that the events we have today will continue to progress as the academic calendar requires. For all of you that have graduated, I thank you, and I thank you for having time to concentrate in your learning. We will look after you. We will watch your story. We will want to know how you prosper. Finally, don't forget IMT, because institutions all over the world live and succeed on the patronage and goodwill of her products. So I want to plead with all of you not to forget the institution of management and technology on whose back you have recently rode to glory. God bless you all.
A big round of applause for His Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, Barrister Ifeanyi Osah, for your warm words of commitment and, of course, encouragement. Thank you so much.
Please, the Dean of Faculties should get ready. Dean of Faculties to get ready. It's my pleasure again to welcome and introduce Reverend Professor Nnamdi Nwankwo, Rector, Iwero Polytechnic. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. All the students that are at the picture stands, you are directed to come into the convocation arena at once. The security here should make sure that nobody is at the picture stands. Security, please go and ensure that no student is seen at the picture stands until after the convocation is done. All the students at the convocation, for this convocation, should come into the arena at once. That is a directive from the rector. May we invite the registrar once more for the continuation of the convocation ceremony.
Please, Dean of Faculties to be ready. Dean of Faculties to be ready, please.
Rector, sir, the Academic Board of the Institute of Management and Technology, IMT Enugu, has resolved that the persons who shall be presented by the deans of various faculties having fulfilled all the requirements of Institute of Management and Technology, IMT Enugu, and having passed the prescribed examinations, be now awarded their respective higher national and national diplomas. I therefore call upon the deans of the various faculties to present their graduates. Will the higher national diploma and national diploma graduates of the Faculty of Arts, Design and Printing Technology please stand?
May you stand?
Rector, sir, by the authority of the academy. Rector, sir, by the authority of the academic board, I have the honor to present various persons who have satisfactorily completed their programs in the Faculty of Arts, Design and Printing Technology, and have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be awarded the higher national diploma and national diploma of the Institute of Management and Technology Enugu. Both those present at the ceremony and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear in the list and for whom I stand. Thank you.